Thank you for your teeth is amazing. I don't think the ending makes any sense, and I will discuss that with a spoiler warning in a moment. But if I stopped this about 15 seconds before the end, it probably would have been pretty perfect. This was released in 2020, and it's directed by Horia Cucuta and George Gänæaard. I apologise if I've mispronounced those. Almost definitely have. And this is a claymation film about a little boy who wants to get money from the Tooth Fairy because he realises that if he gives the Tooth Fairy enough teeth, he'll have enough money to buy a bicycle. So he tries various ways to get the teeth, and it definitely goes a lot darker than I was expecting, which I love. And the actual animation, the claymation, is stunning. It is beautifully done. We have a variety of backdrops. The attention to detail is brilliant. The pacing is great. The whole thing is about 2 minutes. And we actually go through various different attempts to get the teeth. And I think they managed to pack quite a lot into a short space of time. And I thought it was a fabulous narrative. As I said, I didn't like the ending. And I will discuss why that is in a moment. But for now, I will just sum up very briefly and say the story is fun. The claymation is fabulous, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it, and I definitely recommend it. So, with a spoiler warning now, I'll discuss a few personal highlights, and I'll discuss when I think it should have ended, and also why I didn't like the ending, because I think it's unclear. Maybe it's obvious to other people, but I don't think it is, and I'll explain what I mean by that. So some spoilers from now. My personal highlights include the scenes in the graveyard with the church in the background. I just thought they looked fantastic. And then the scenes inside the church, where there's supposed to be this confession, which I thought was absolutely brilliant and very, very well done. And I'll be honest, not the direction I thought this was going to be taking. And then we have the moment where the boy wakes up, Josh wakes up, and the Tooth Fairy has just left him a thank you note, and we see the teeth in his mouth. And they're all dirty and worn away because obviously they've been underground. They are the teeth belonging to the corpses. At least that's my of it. The Tooth Fairy took his teeth and replaced them with the corpse's teeth. That's my reading. Maybe he just was punished for it and his teeth became rotten. I don't know. But either way, I really liked that visually, and I think that's when it should have ended. That's just under 2 minutes in. Definitely should have ended then. I thought it was a really gruesome and nice way to end things. But then we have a couple of seconds at the end where he's preparing this bear trap or animal trap and puts it in his pillow and then lies on it. Then it goes black and we hear the snap. And obviously the snap is it's snapping on his face, which on the one hand, pretty good fun. I like the concept. But I don't know what his intention. I don't know if he was planning on capturing the Tooth Fairy, which wouldn't make any sense because he didn't have any teeth for the Tooth Fairy now, so the Tooth Fairy wouldn't come and visit, or if he was planning on snapping his own face off to get the teeth out of his mouth. But I don't think that would make a lot of sense. So for me, neither of those work well for the ending. If there's another option that I'm not thinking of, please let me know. I can reconsider how I feel about the ending. Maybe I'm not reading into this something that's obvious to everybody else. But for me, it absolutely should have ended where he woke up, the Tooth Fairy left a note, and he had all of the rotten, crooked teeth in his mouth. It looks fantastic. The last 15 seconds or so with the bear trap, I don't care for it. For me, it doesn't make sense. But as I said, if somebody can read something else into it that does make sense, feel free to let me know and I will happily reconsider. But the rest of the film is absolutely fantastic. It's narrated by Eli Lester. I don't think I mentioned that. And the narration is brilliant, very easy to listen to, very pleasant to listen to. And visually, it's an absolute joy to look at. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. If you like claymations, that are a little darker, Thank You for Your Teeth is certainly worth checking out.